I recently learned about this concept or heard this concept and it just blew my mind. And it is about looking at life as if it was a puzzle. So in a puzzle, you kind of put pieces together. I don't know if you can hear the storm and the thunderstorm going on. It's pretty serious. But in a puzzle, you enjoy the process of putting the pieces together. And once everything is done, you're done. So like the joy isn't in having accomplished the puzzle, the joy is in doing the puzzle while it's happening. And to look at life in the same way, that just blew my mind, because I've always been the puzzle finished person. Whenever I wanted something, I would desperately and really strongly want to have had already done, achieved, received, created anything that is on my mind. So for example, right now I am in Melbourne. I recently returned here from a long stay in Europe. I was there for 8 months, and so I've had this dream or goal to buy a house, to buy a place instead of staying in an Airbnb, which is what I'm doing right now. And I've been experiencing this impatience around this process. I've been wanting to have that house already, so for that process to have already had happened so that I can be there, and to realize that I can look at this process of getting a place and buying a house, but also in my entire life in this way that it is okay to not be there. It is okay to not have the puzzle done and finished and complete. It is okay to be sitting in front of the mess while I am joyfully finding pieces and putting them together until slowly a picture starts to form, but there's still gaps, and it's okay that there's still gaps. I'm still putting more stuff down. There will be more, there's more coming. And you know, in a way, yes, my house will happen at some point. I know that, so that piece will drop in and it will be done and sorted. But on the other hand, the puzzle of my life will never be done and finished, because as soon as I achieve different goals and make my dreams come true, there will be more goals and more dreams and more ideas and more projects and more things I will want to have, create, do, accomplish in my life. And to realize that that's perfectly okay, that I don't need to be there to enjoy myself. That is such a powerful piece for me, because as long as you're running through your life with that energy of, oh, that needs to happen, I need to get this done, this needs to be sorted, you know, how can you first of all like really enjoy your life? And second of all, that energy of impatience or anxiety or struggle or fear around things not being already fully done, like that just really lowers your energy and the quality of your, you know, of your experience, of your life experience. I'd much rather live my life with joy and appreciation and gratitude and love and, you know, awe and all of these kind of feelings than with impatience, fear, anxiety, stress, etc. So having learned about that concept, really kind of gave me this mind blown kind of moment. I had to stop and think, oh my God, what am I doing to myself? Why am I living my life this way? Why am I so impatient about having this house already? Like, I have time. I have this Airbnb booked until March. I'm pretty sure I can shorten that period if I was to buy a house earlier. More on that in a moment. But, you know, I've got time. I've got resources. Like, I'm okay where I am right now. There is no need for stress or impatience or worry about this process. So I've been looking around, like I've been already checking out the real estate websites for a while now, just seeing what's around. And I've been going to inspections, mainly just kind of, you know, I've been justifying that in my head that it's just research, like I'm not buying anything yet because I've got all this time. Yeah, it was probably a bit of a shitty excuse, because, you know, I was still running with that assumption that I need to get it done now. But anyways, I've been going to inspections and I found a place that I really like. Mind you, I also, like, what this process showed me is that I cannot currently afford the house of my dreams, but I can afford a house. So I can definitely buy property, just not quite exactly what I would want. And what I want is basically what I had in Brisbane, you know, a spacious house full of light, surrounded by nature, you know, in a quiet area, in a cul-de-sac ideally, but surrounded by nature with plenty of trees around and listening to birds, you know, and all that. But to find that here in Melbourne is currently out of my budget. So I figured while I can't get it now, I'm still gonna get a property, comfortable, you know, good enough for me, good enough for now. So I'm gonna get a property, like a smaller property in the suburbs, so that I can just have my place, have a place I call home, you know, be comfortable there while I'm working my ass off, you know, saving my money so I can buy that next property. So that's what's kind of already happening right now, because I made an offer on Monday. Today is Wednesday, so I made that offer, an offer on a house on Monday. I went to see it actually twice. They had 2 inspections for it last week, so I went to both of them. The place was actually as good as the photos, and I was surprised with how much I liked it. It is a really nicely renovated 2-bedroom place with a bit of a backyard, with a car space, storage space, plenty of lights, just exactly what I wanted, what I've been looking for. So I made an offer on Monday. It was accepted on Monday night. And then unfortunately everything came to a screeching halt because on Tuesday was public holiday here in Australia, or maybe here in Melbourne, because it is a Melbourne Cup holiday. So nothing happened on Tuesday because everybody was away from their offices. And today the whole thing resumed again, and we are in the process of arranging finance, arranging a building and pest inspection, and yeah, and then hopefully going into an unconditional contract, which means that we'll be settling in early January, and that's when I will get access to the place. So it's all really exciting, and I am so happy. I was so excited when I heard that the vendor accepted my offer on Monday. Like, they didn't even negotiate, they just accepted the offer I gave them, which is amazing. So everything is done from my part. Like, I've done my part. I signed the paperwork, I've done everything I was told to do. I found a lawyer, and all of that is sorted. Now it is up to the, you know, other professionals to do their jobs. So fingers crossed everything goes well, and I'll be getting my new place. But also, in a way, I do feel like all that happened, and it happened so quickly, because I finally got to that place within myself where I realized that it's okay if it doesn't happen now. The removing of the pressure and the stress around it allowed it to actually happen sooner. So that is a bit of a paradox of our life experience, you know. As long as we're like stressing about it and wanting it so badly, it seems to not come, or never come too quickly. But as soon as we kind of let it go, yeah, there's a goal, there's a dream, but I'm okay with it whenever it happens. I'm just slowly putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and that actually can result in the kind of results that are amazing and fast and really satisfying. And now I wonder if this resonates with you, if you've had experiences like that in your life, and if this is something that worked out for you in a similar way. And if it did, please leave me a comment below, because I'd love to hear about that. And now I shall finish my beautiful green smoothie.